Hey y'all. All right, so I'm gonna try to talk loud so y'all can hear me because I don't have a microphone. I wanted to talk about some of the opinions that people have expressed to me. Some of them I did ask for, some of them were unsolicited. But mainly I did ask because I really wanted to know what people thought. I like to get what I would consider wise counsel. And so I wanted to know, okay, I'm sending my children to live abroad for a little while. What do you think? And so I had some friends. I think people kind of basically tried to reenact their own life. Look, y'all, got some of this that I'm about to eat. They gave us this for Teacher Appreciation Week. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So yeah, anyways. I think people basically try to send you on a loop to what they did. I mean, you gotta go with what you know for sure. But people okay, for example, I have a friend who was kind of like a stay-at-home mom. So she was just like, well, you have to sacrifice. And I'm like, well, I've sacrificed. You have to just change everything. So basically to make my life look like hers, really, or I would not even work anymore or barely work. And I don't know how sustainable that is for me. I do still have a mortgage. If I just made just enough money to get by and just enough money to keep that mortgage, I still don't feel like I would have enough help and enough community to help me with my children consistently. And so a lot of people just say, just sacrifice more, change my life more. My thing, what I'm doing is changing my babies' lives for the good. Like, if I just stay and struggle with them, that means they're struggling. I could just send them somewhere where there won't be struggle. That was a really loud truck. There won't be struggle. So, I don't know. I would encourage people to do it. Like, I would have loved to have a live abroad experience. And then I remember Kathy. Kathy is this lady, and she was like a godmother to me when my mom got married the first time. And I used to go over her house. She had no children. She had a big, pretty house, fully furnished. I had my own room. She bought me everything custom, Disney type stuff. Like, I just had my own little oasis. I would go into the basement, the finished basement, with the carpet. I would put my feet on the ottoman, turn on the big screen TV, and watch Rugrats. And chill, relax. Okay. And do arts and crafts. Did y'all see that squirrel? Do arts and crafts. And just woosah from whatever stresses that I had as like an 8-year-old. I guess I was about 8, 7, 8, somewhere around in there. And I'm giving my children that. They get the woosah. They get to not have to do the commute. They get to chillax. I feel good about that. Now, what I feel sad about is this lady yesterday told me, I hate to say this lady because I know the lady, kinda. And she said they're going to be broken. As if it would be a horrible experience for them and our relationship would be broken, never to be fixed or mended. And she gave an example of somebody in her family who did not send their child abroad, but sent their child to live with a more well-to-do family member. And I don't know why that child is broken. I know they saw their mom raise like other siblings. Maybe they were sad, like, oh, well, you're raising these siblings, but not me. And it was like lifelong. It wasn't like, well, this is just for a year. Maybe that's why they're broken. Maybe they're just broken because they're broken. I don't know. But that made me feel sad that she would say that. And then also she said, I just need to sit in the house, you know? Just sit in the house. And that doesn't make sense. Because that's not how life works. And it sounds awful depressing. Obviously, raising children entails more than just sitting in the house, but there's so many fun, free things you can do, parks and stuff. But I think they'll have a better time spending time with their family. Yeah, it's your family. Well, every time I'm trying to do a serious video, I end up like eating. That's because I'm multitasking. And then, I don't know. You can give your opinion too, because I have looked for wise counsel and asked for people's opinions. I don't know why I feel like the people that love me most are just like supportive, and the people that, I don't know, secretly hate me are not supportive. And some people are kind of bold, so then that tells me that sometimes you secretly hate me and sometimes you don't. No, but I think everybody who did share their opinions, and because I did mainly ask, and have been very open. I haven't been like, oh, I made up my mind, don't say anything to me. I've not been like that. I've not been closed off. I don't know. That's like my next major life event, like bankruptcy already been filed. Ain't nothing gonna happen with that. That's like my next main big life event about to happen. I'm about to get my lips done, fillered. I'll do a before after video on that, because I want it like a lip flip. I think my lips are pretty wrinkly, and I'm just being extra too. Yeah, I mean, everything's happening. I have an email back from somebody saying that they didn't get my GRE scores for law school. And I'm low-key wondering if I could just send a regular report instead of paying $40 to send it. I'm gonna call them. Would you send your children abroad for any period of time? Because for me, I also feel like my family is not close. My mom was going to get them for last summer until she kind of just like backed out because she said it would be too much for her. And that would have been like a little less than 20 hours away from me driving. So it's like either way, my help is far. I don't think I'm supposed to just up and move like that to be closer to help that probably will be overwhelmed by the help and still won't even help. So, I'm about to rush back to get back on my schedule, because y'all know I've been trying to follow this schedule. I'm like, I can follow this schedule, I can do it. The schedule is kind of convoluted with a 9:30 lunch every day. It's like, who goes to lunch at 9:30 in the morning? Apparently I do. What would y'all do? Let me know something in the comments. I don't know what else to say about it. My mind is pretty made up. I'm just going through like the rest of the motions and making sure that that goes through. And as it goes through, I'm taking it as a sign of affirmation that I'm doing the right thing. I don't know what else to do, y'all. If your children had family overseas, would you send them to that family if they were willing and able to help? I'll still be paying for my children, sending lots of money, so it'll allow me to get a good start in law school, I believe. All right, I'm gonna post this. I know it looks probably whatever, but post this. Thank y'all for the support. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all next time.